So let's have problem number 6 for normal stress. Axial loads are applied to the compound rod that is composed of an aluminum segment rigidly connected between steel and bronze segments. Find the largest safe value of P if the working stresses are 120 megapascal for steel, 68 megapascal for aluminum, and 110 megapascal for bronze. So meron daw tayo ditong rod that is composed of, so meron tayong bronze, aluminum, and steel. Okay? Meron tayong applied axial loads in terms of P. So 2P, 4P, P, and 3P. Hanapin daw natin yung largest safe value ng P if the working stress, so may mga kanya-kanyang allowable working stress yung bronze, 110 megapascal, yung aluminum is 68 megapascal, and the steel 120 megapascal. Tapos given din yung kanilang mga kanya-kanyang cross-sectional area. Okay? So, using the formula for normal stress, stress is equal to force P over cross-sectional area. So, kukuhain natin yung kanya-kanyang internal force sa bawat section, yung magiging in terms of P yun, tapos kukuhain natin yung specific value nila nung P, bawat isa sa bronze, aluminum, steel, i-compare natin kung alin doon yung magiging largest safe value nung P. Base din dito sa mga given cross-sectional area at working stresses nila. So, isa-isahin natin. So, kapag mag-start tayo sa bronze, for bronze, so magpapas tayo ng cutting plane. Okay, dito tayo maglalagay ng cutting plane sa section ng bronze. I will have this cutting plane, consider ko na lang yung left portion, denoted by AA. So kapag dinrawing natin, yan, okay, so magiging ganito yung drawing. Kopyahin lang natin. So ito yung dulo ng bronze, merong applied load na 2P. Tapos, ito yung cut section. So assume kayo ng direction ng internal force sa bronze. So obviously, dahil to the right yung 2P, dapat to the left siya para mabalance. Okay? So assume natin na let's denote PBR sa internal force ni bronze. Assume natin siya is, so dahil towards sa cut section, siya is compression. Yan. Tapos mag-summation of forces tayo in X equal to 0. Positive if to the right. So, etong 2P to the right, positive. And then, etong PBR is to the left, kaya negative PBR. Then, equal to 0. So, therefore, kapag sinolve natin tong PBR, tatranspose nyo lang si negative PBR sa kanan, magiging 2P is PBR. Or, PBR is 2P. Siya is in compression kasi positive. So, mamaya kung nakuhain yung bawat value nila, kuhain muna natin lahat nung internal force nila in terms of P. So, dito sa aluminum naman tayo. For aluminum, so magka-cut naman ako, pass ako ng cutting plane within the section ng aluminum. So, let's say dito, okay, consider ko na lang din yung left side. Let's say section BB naman. So, pag dinrawing natin, okay, drawing natin. So, meron tayong bronze sa dulo. Ito, merong axial load, di ba, na 2P to the right. Tapos, yung portion ng aluminum. Yan. And then, may applied load to the left at to the left na 4P. And then, nandito na yung cut section. So, mag-a-assume tayo ng direction ng internal force kay aluminum. Sige, assume natin na tension. So, palayo naman yung arrow dun sa cut section. So, I will denote as PAL naman. Okay? So, magsa-summation of forces ulit tayo in X is equal to 0. Positive if to the right. So, etong 2P to the right, positive. Etong 4P to the left, negative. Etong AL to the right yung inassume natin, so positive PAL. Then equal to 0. So 2P minus 4P is negative 2P. Plus PAL is equal to 0. Tatranspose ko na lang si negative 2P sa kanan. So PAL is equal to positive 2P. So positive yung nakuha nating magnitude. Tama yung assumed direction natin na si P aluminum is tension. Okay, so last, para naman dun sa steel, mag-cut tayo. So let's have a cutting section, let's say CC naman. Mas madali, this time, hindi tayo to the left. Gawin ko namang to the right kasi para mas onti na lang yung force, ito na lang 3P, di ba? So to the right naman yung i-consider ko netong, let's say, cutting section CC naman. Yan. So mas madali nating makukuha yung internal force. So for steel, so drawing lang natin. So dito tayo, di ba? Meron siyang applied load na 3P to the right. Tapos nandito yung cut section. Okay? Yan. So dito tayo mag-a-assign ng direction ng internal force ni steel. Let's denote PST. Sige, so dahil to the right, etong 3P, obviously para mabalance yon ng internal force ni steel, dapat to the left siya. 'Di ba? Or ang inassume nating direction, ang inassume natin kay P steel is tension. Yan. So magsa-summation of forces tayo in X is equal to 0, positive if to the right. So si PST, negative kasi to the left. Etong si 3P, positive kasi to the right. Equal 0. So, tatranspose ko na lang si negative PST sa kanan, magiging 3P is equal to positive PST. Or, PST is equal to 3P. So, di ba positive yung magnitude na nakuha natin, sabihin tama yung assumed direction natin na si PST is in tension. Yan. So, pagkakuha natin ng bawat internal force sa steel, sa aluminum, tsaka sa bronze in terms of P, tsaka natin iisa-isahin, kuhain yung specific value nila using the stress formula based din sa mga given allowable working stress and cross-sectional area. Okay? So, getting the stress or using the stress formula is equal to P over A. So, for ano muna tayo? For bronze. So, stress ni bronze is equal to PBR over cross-sectional area ni bronze. Yan. So, ano yung given working stress kay bronze? 110 ba? Yes, di ba 110? So, 110 megapascal is equal, yung PBR nakuha natin is 2P. Okay, so substitute muna natin as 2P. And then, divided by yung cross-sectional area ni bronze is, ano yung given kay bronze? 400 millimeters square. Yan. So, diba yung 110 megapascal, ano siya, 110 times 10 to the 6 Newton per meter square. Yung mega, 10 to the 6. Tapos yung pascal, Newton per meter square. Equals 2P, 400. Yung millimeter square, gawin kong in terms of meter square, bale times 10 to the negative 6 meter square siya. E di makakancel natin tong meter. So, matitira ang unit ni P is Newton. Yan, pwede na nating i-shift solve to. Okay? So, 110 times x times 10 to the 6 alpha equal fraction. So, 2, yung P gawin kong alpha x. And then, 400 times 10 to the negative 6. Yan. Shift solve equal. So, si P is 22,000 or 22 kilonewton. Ito yung para kay BR. Okay? Next, kay ano naman? Aluminum. For aluminum, so stress ni aluminum is equal to P aluminum over cross-sectional area ni aluminum. So, ano naman yung working stress kay aluminum? For aluminum, meron tayong 68 megapascal. So, 68 megapascal, gawin ko ng times 10 to the negative, times 10 to the positive 6 Newton per meter square, then equal, ano yung PAL natin kanina? 2P. Okay, so 2P divided by yung cross-sectional area, 600 millimeters square. So, gagawin ko na siyang 600 times 10 to the negative 6 meters square. Para cancel na to, Newton yung matitirang unit. So, i-shift solve natin. 68 times 10 to the 6. Ulit. 68 times 10 to the 6 alpha equal fraction 2. Yung P gawin kong alpha x over 600 times 10 to the negative 6. So, shift solve equal, ayun. So, si P kay AL, aluminum is 20,400 or ano yan, 20.4 kilo Newton, di ba? Next, last para naman kay steel. So, stress ni steel is equal to P steel over cross-sectional area ni steel. Ano yung working stress ni steel? Ano si steel? If the working stress are 120 megapascal. So, substitute natin. 120, so yung megapascal gawin kong times 10 to the positive 6 Newton per meter square equal, ano yung PST kanina? Ang na-solve natin is 3P, di ba? Equals 3P divided by the cross-sectional area given is 300 millimeters square. So, over 300, gawin ko na siyang times 10 to the negative 6 meter square. So, makakansama mo lang yung meter square, matitirang unit is Newton. Ship solve. So, 120 times 10 to the 6, alpha equal to 3. P, gawin kong alpha x over 300 times 10 to the negative 6, ship solve equal. Ayun, sakto 12,000. So, yung P ni steel is 12 kilonewton. So, di ba meron tayong tatlong nakuhang P? So, yung kay bronze, 22 kilonewton. Kay aluminum, 20.4 kilonewton. Kay steel, 12 kilonewton. So, alin doon yung pinaka-safe? Para walang magpe-fail dun sa bawat section ng rod. Pipiliin nyo yung pinakamababa. Use the smallest. Ano ba yung pinakamababa? Diba yung 12 kilonewton? Tama ba? Yes, yung 12 kilonewton. So, use the smallest value of P, which is 12 kilonewton. Okay? So, yun yung sagot. Okay? Kasi pag yung pinaka malaki ang pinili nyo, magfe-fail na tong si steel. Halimbawa, pinili nyo si 22 kilonewton, magpe-fail si aluminum tsaka si steel. Di ba? Or kapag pinili nyo naman yung 20.4, okay lang kay aluminum, ay kay bronze, kasi 22 kilonewton pa siya, pero kay steel, hindi na. So, para safe, yung pinakamababa, yung 12 kilonewton, para walang magpe-fail doon sa system. Okay, gets? The wood pole is supported by two cables of 1/4 inch diameter. The turnbuckles in the cables are tightened until the stress in the cables reaches 60,000 psi. If the working compressive stress for wood is 200 psi, determine the smallest permissible diameter of the pole. Ayan, so meron daw tayong wood pole, ito siya, supported by two cables. Ito. 1/4 inch daw yung diameter. Ayan. So, the turnbuckles in the cables are tightened until the stress in the cable reaches 600. So, ito yung working stress sa dalawang cables, 60,000 psi. Tapos, kung yung working compressive stress daw sa wood is 200 psi, hahanapin natin yung smallest permissible diameter of the pole. Okay, so ano muna tayo? Statics part muna tayo. Yung FBD natin, kailangan nating makuha yung mga forces, yung mga P. So, let's say, ito yung wood. Yan, simplihan na lang natin. Tapos, yung dalawang cables. Ito. So, meron daw inclination theta x from the horizontal, parehong 60. Yan. So, kapag cable, yung force natin dito is in tension. Sabihin, pa ganito. Yung arrow niya. Okay. Away doon sa kung saan sila naka-applied na point. Tapos, yung magiging force dito, compressive force dito sa wood, so dapat yung direction niya is pataas. Okay? Let's say, I will denote as PWD kasi etong dalawang cable is down. Yung nila, direction is down to the left. Ito, tapos ito down to the right. So, equilibrium, magbabalance yung dalawang nila, horizontal component kasi para silang 60 degree with respect sa horizontal, yung inclination. So, yung dalawang downward component force netong dalawang cable, ibabalance yan nung pataas na PW. Okay, yung compressive force dito sa wood. Okay? So, kapag nag-summation of forces na tayo, in Y dapat, no? Para ma-relate natin si PW. Bale, summation of forces in Y is 0, positive if upward. So, si PW upward, positive. Tapos, ito nga yung Y component netong dalawang cable, downward. Okay? Pareho lang sila. Kasi pareho yung inclination nila with respect sa horizontal, theta x 60 degree. So, gagawin ko na lang negative, okay, kasi downward, di ba? 2 times yung isang y component is, bale, I will denote, hindi natin nalagyan, no? So, lagyan ko ng PST kasi okay, yung etong tension dito sa dalawang cable, I will denote as PST. So, PST times, kapag y component, i-multiply natin yung magnitude saan? Sa sine, di ba? Sine nung theta x. Sine 60 degrees. Yan. So, naka times 2 kasi dalawa sila. Pareho lang. Okay? Na PST sine 60 degrees. Di equate na natin sa 0, wala na, di ba? Yan. So, kapag sinolve natin ngayon, etong PW, in terms dito, itatranspose lang natin sa kanan, etong negative 2 PST sine 60 degrees. So, magiging positive 2 PST sine 60 degrees. Diba? Etong PST natin, makukuha natin yan kasi merong value yung stress dun sa cable. Okay? Ito yung 60,000 PSI. So, diba, from the formula, stress is equal to P over cross-sectional area. Given tayo ng working stress dito sa cable, 60,000 PSI. So, papalit natin yung value, 60,000 pag PSI, di ba, pound per square inch. Then, equal, so yung P natin, yun yung PST, divided by the cross-sectional area. So, makukuha rin natin yung cross-sectional area kasi given yung diameter, 1/4 inch diameter nung cables. Paano ang formula ng area ng, kasi kapag cross-sectional area ng cable, assumed yun na circle. Diba? So, area ng circle, kapag given yung diameter is, pi d square over 4. So, ipapalit natin yung value ng D, 1/4 inch, or gawin ko na lang yung 0.5, no? 0.25 pala, sorry. 0.25 inch square. So, masasolve natin si PST, i-cross multiply ko lang tong buong expression na to dito, sa left. So, magiging PST is equal to 60,000 pound per inch square times pi over 4 times 0.25 inch square. Pwede nyo i-distribute ito. Yung square, bale 60,000 pound per inch square times pi over 4, 0.25 square inch square. Bale. Makakancel nyo lang tong inch square. Right? So, ito yung ipapalit natin dito sa PST. Para makukuha natin yung PW sa wood. Compressive force sa wood. So, 2 times PST is 60,000 pound per inch square times pi over 4, 0.25 square inch square. Tapos times sine 60 degrees. So, matitirang unit kasi PW tayo, force. So, makakancel mo yung inch square pound. So, gamit tayong calculator, input lang natin 2 times 60,000 times pi over 4 times 0.25 square times sine 60. So, si PW is 5,101.31 pound. Okay? So, ang tinatanong ngayon is ano yung diameter ng pole. Given na yung compressive stress lang sa kanya dapat is 200 PSI. So, using the stress formula, working stress ng wood is equal to P ng wood over area ng wood. But yung area ng wood, diba circular yung cross-sectional area niya, pi d square over 4 din yung formula. Pinapahanap yung diameter, diba? O, ipa-plug in na lang natin yung working stress sa pole 200 PSI or pound per inch square. PW is 5101.31 pound divided by pi d square over 4. Yan. So, maka-cancel yung pound. Inch square matitira. Kasi naka-d square tayo. Pag in-square root mo yung inch square, final unit is inch. Sige. I-shift solve ko. 200 alpha equal to 5101.31 all over pi over 4 times alpha x square. So, yun din ginawa kong alpha x. Shift solve equal ilan na to? 5.698. So, 5.7 inch. The column consists of a wooden post and a concrete footing separated by a steel bearing plate. Find the maximum safe value of the axial load P if the working stresses are 1,000 PSI for wood and 450 PSI for concrete. Etong nasa taas siya yung wood. Etong nasa baba siya yung concrete, ha. So, meron daw applied axial load P downward dito sa taas netong wood. So, yun na rin yung magiging applied load kay concrete kasi isa lang naman yung applied load, si P lang, di ba? hahanapin daw natin yung maximum safe value ng P para hindi mag-fail yung concrete, either concrete or yung wood, given na yung working stress sa kanila kay wood 1000 PSI, kay concrete 450 PSI. Tapos may mga given dimension din. 'Di ba kailangan natin sa formula ng stress is force over area. So dito sa wood, circular yung cross-sectional area niya, given yung diameter 8 inch. Dito sa concrete, rectangular or square yung cross-section area. Pareho lang yung length and width 12 inch. So makuha natin yung mga area, 'di ba? So iisa-isahin natin. So hindi na tayo magka-cut kasi isa lang yung applied load P eh. Yung P na rin na to yung maa-apply dito sa wood. Ito yung wood. Tapos ito yung concrete. P na lang. Okay, so for wood muna tayo, formula ng stress is equal sa P over A. So, isa-substitute natin yung working stress sa wood, 1000 PSI. Or, gagawin ko siyang pound per inch square para nakita natin makancel yung mga unit. Tapos, yung P siya as is lang muna. And then, yung cross-sectional area, dahil circular yung wood, 'di ba? Ang area kapag circle and given yung diameter is pi d square over 4. So, given yung diameter, 8 inch. So, substitute nyo yung 8 inch square. Diba? So, magiging ano to? 8 square inch square. Pag distribute nyo exponent. 8 square inch square. Makakancel nyo yung inch square kasi para silang nasa denominator. Matitirang unit pound. So, ship solve 1,000 or kahit i-cross multiply nyo na nga lang to eh. Diba? 1,000 alpha equal to alpha x CP, lagay ko kay alpha x, over pi times 8 square over 4. 4. Shift solve equal. So, yung makuha nating P kay wood is 50,265.48 pound. Kay concrete naman, so stress is P over A. Ano naman yung working stress kay concrete? 450 PSI. So 450 PSI or pound per square inch equal to P din. Same lang sila ni wood yung actual load over yung cross-sectional area. 'Di ba square yung cross-sectional area ni concrete, pareho yung length and width, 12 inch. So area niya is 12 square or 12 inch square. Distribute niyo lang tong square, magiging 12 square inch square. Right? Cancel niyo yung inch square, sa matitirang unit ulit si pound. Ship solve 450 alpha equal, so yung pilagay ko kay alpha x over 12 square, shift solve equal 64,800. 64,800 pound. So, pipili tayo sa dalawa, yung 50,265.48 pound o yung 64,800. So, pipiliin niya yung mas mababa. Ano mas mababa? Ito, si 50,265. Kasi pag yung mas mataas pinili nyo, magpe-fail si wood. Di ba? So, ang gagamitin nating value ng P, use smaller P. P is 5265.48 pound. Find the maximum allowable value of P for the column. The cross-sectional areas and working stresses are shown in the figure. Yan, so meron tayong column. May different section. Merong steel sa taas, timber sa gitna, tapos concrete sa pinaka-base. May mga axial loads, 2P, P, 4P. Given din yung mga cross-sectional area ng bawat isa, pati yung working stress. Hahanapin daw natin yung find the maximum allowable value for P. Okay? Para walang mag-fail. Ganun lang din gagawin natin. Iisa-isahin natin kung ano yung internal force in terms of P sa bawat section, sa steel, sa timber, sa concrete. Okay? Tapos saka natin na-apply yung stress formula, P over A, para makuha natin yung P. So, may makukuha tayong 3 P sa bawat section. Pipiliin natin yung pinakamababa para safe. So, hanapin ko muna yung internal force dito sa steel. Sa steel tayo magsimula. So, for steel, method of section, magpapas ulit tayo ng cutting plane. So, dito ako maglalagay. Cutting plane dapat within the section ng steel. Sige, let's say nandito. So, para mas madali, yung itong upward portion, yung taas na portion na lang. Netong, let's say, section AA. Para isa lang yung included na force, si 2P. Okay? So, pag dinrawing ko siya, ganito lang. Diba? Ito yung taas, tapos axial load downward 2P. Tapos dito tayo nag-cut. So, nandito yon yung cut portion. Yan. So, assume tayo direction ng internal force sa steel. So, obviously, pababa yung 2P para mabalance ng internal force ni steel yon, pataas siya. I will denote as PC. So, therefore, in-assume natin na si steel is compression. Okay? So, summation of force in Y naman tayo equal 0 kasi mga vertical loadings or vertical forces. Positive if upward. So, si PST positive, pataas. Si 2P, negative, pababa So, negative 2P. Then, equal to 0. So, ta-transpose ko na lang si negative 2P sa kanan. So, PST is 2P. So, positive yung magnitude niya. So, tama na compression si steel. Next, dito naman kay timber. Okay. Cut tayo. Lagay tayo ng cutting plane. Dapat dito sa portion ni timber. Dito na lang. Okay. Sige, consider ko yung taas na lang din. Bale, gawin kong section BB. So, redraw natin. Yan. Meron tayong yung steel. Merong downward 2P. Tapos, upward P. Tapos, ito yung portion ng timber. Yan. Nakat siya dito. Yan. So, ito yung nakat na section. Maglalagay tayo ng assumed direction ng internal force sa timber. Sige. Assume ko compression na lang sa pataas. I will denote as PTB. Yan. summation of forces in Y is equal to 0, positive if upward. So, si 2P pababa, negative 2P. Si P pataas, positive P. Si P timber pataas, so positive PTB, equal 0. So, negative 2P plus P negative P plus PTB is 0. Transpose ko na lang si negative P sa kanan. PTB is positive P. So, positive yung nakuha nating magnitude. Therefore, tama yung inassume natin kay timber na compression. And then last, para sa concrete, okay, so sa concrete, dito tayo maglalagay, okay, cutting plane CC. Ayan, consider natin yung upper portion. So, draw natin, ito, yan. Ito si downward 2P, ito si P, diba ito? Tapos, may downward 4P. 4P. Yan. Tapos, dito natin kinat, ma-expose yung internal force ni concrete, assume tayong direction. So, sige. Sa concrete, gawin ko na lang din compression. Assume natin, let's say PCO. Yan. So, summation of force in Y is 0. Positive if upward. Bale, si 2P pababa, negative. Si P pataas, positive. Si 4P pababa, negative 4P. Tapos si PCO pataas, positive. Equal 0. Yan. So, ilan to? Negative 2P plus P, negative P, minus 4P, negative 5P. Plus PCO is 0. Tatranspose ko na lang si negative 5P sa kanan, magiging positive 5P. So, positive yung nakuha nating magnitude. Tama yung inassume nating direction na compression si PCO. Okay. So, ngayon, iisa-isa na natin yung bawat nakuha nating isa-isa natin kuhain yung stress. Apply natin yung stress formula dun sa steel, timber, concrete. Paplugin natin yung mga given cross-sectional area tsaka working stress para ma-solve yung kanya-kanyang value ng P. So, for ano muna tayo? For steel, so stress ng steel is equal to P steel over cross-sectional area ng steel. Ang working stress ni steel is 120 megapascal. So, 120 megapascal is equal, yung PST natin in terms of P kanina is 2P. So, equal sa 2P over yung cross-sectional area is 500 mm square. So, over 500 mm square. So, gawin natin 120 megapascal yung mega, ibig sabihin times 10 to the 6. Yung Pascal is Newton per meter square. Equals 2P, 500 millimeter square, gawin nating meter square, equivalent yon sa 10 times 10 to the negative 6 meter square. So, makakancel niya yung meter square. Matitirang unit for P is Newton kasi force, di ba? So, ship solve, 120 times 10 to the 6 alpha equal to 2 alpha x, lagay ko si P kay x, over 500 times 10 to the negative 6. Ship solve equal, ayun, so si P is 30,000 or 30 kilonewton. Next, sa timber naman tayo, stress ni timber is equal to P timber over area timber. Ang working stress kay timber is 12 tama ba? Ay, hindi. Tama. 12 megapascal. Okay? So, 12. Gawin ko na yung megapascal as 12 times 10 to the 6 Newton per meter square. And then, ano yung PTB natin kanina in terms of P? P lang. Okay? So, si PTB is P lang. Then, over yung cross-sectional area niya is ilan? 2,000 millimeter square. So, 2,000 millimeter square, gawin ko ng times 10 to the negative 6 meter square. Cancel yung meter square, matitirang unit, Newton. Ship solve 12 times 10 to the 6 alpha equal, fraction, yung P gawin kong alpha x over 20, 2,000 lang pala, 2,000 times 10 to the negative 6, ship solve equal. Ayun, so si P is 24,000 or 24 kilonewton. Then last, for concrete, stress ni concrete is equal to P concrete over cross-sectional area ni concrete. Ang working stress ni concrete given is 16 megapascal. So, 16 megapascal, gawin kong 16 times 10 to the 6 Newton per meter square. Yung PCO is 5P over ACO, cross-sectional area ni concrete, given is 8,000. Okay, 8,000 millimeters square. So, gawin kong times 10 to the negative 6 meter square. Cancel yung meter square, matitira is Newton. Yun yung unit ni P. So, ship solve 16 times 10 to the 6 alpha equal fraction 5 alpha x over 8,000 times 10 to the negative 6 ship solve equal. So, 25,600 or 25.6 kilonewton. So, ang tanong, doon sa tatlong values nung P na nakuha natin, 'di ba, kay steel is 30 kilonewton, kay timber is 24 kilonewton, tapos kay concrete is 25.6 kilonewton. Alin doon yung maximum allowable, yung safe na value ng P? Yung pinakamababa. So, ang pinakamababa is 24. Okay? So, use smallest value of P. Therefore, P should be 24 kilonewton para walang mag-fail. Okay?